Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Death Wish Coffee, when you need nothing but the best.
All right, I've made it all the way to Glencliff Park. And you know what I love about Glencliff Park? Besides the wonderful boardwalk I just took a stroll on, what I really like about Glencliff Park is that it's one of the few places that still has swings. There was a time when Glencliff Park was different. It had this huge house thing, and it was awesome in the fact that it was old and moldy and broken and splintery. Had some of the worst toys to play on ever, and they replaced it with one of these kind of ropes course parks, which some of you when you were younger might have played on. But I came all the way up here because I know they have swings, and that's what we're looking to do. We're gonna get on a swing, and you can get some video of me on a swing. That's my goal. Got my gimbal thing here. I'm looking. Oh, well, you know what you can't do? You can't look like I look. Come to the park with your camera on your gimbal and walk up to a family where the kids have taken up all the swings and say to them, do you mind if I video your kids on the swing? You can't do that. You can't look like I look and say, can I video your kids swinging on the swings? I mean, you could try, but my recollection is that comes across as what we call creepy. And yeah, in the job that I have, coming across as creepy is a non-starter. So we're not going to get the video of Mr. Shelton on the swings. Nope, just not going to happen. For two reasons. One, I'm not going to wait. I have dinner things to do when I get home. But the other reason, and this is probably the more important one, and I mean this with all my heart, once the little rugrats do get off those swings and I just jump right on them, those parents are going to give me a look, and it's going to come right back to creepy. So we're going to end our little discussion with me packing up all my camera gear, packing up my gimbal, and heading back to the house. But you got a little tour of the park, very little tour of the park, but there it is. Have a great day. See you soon. And here's the intro.
You know when I come back, you know what it look like. Everything lit, all the girls in free. Everybody inside, sipping on a good time. You ain't got a risk, they can put it on me. When they wanna go, they know all my money show. I don't ever get it one way, yeah. Spinner then I get it same day, but hey.
I guess I just have to imagine what it would be like if I could be on a swing. Yes, little kids could be on a swing. Those little kids. And no, you can't walk up to any little kids and say, can I video you while you're on a swing? Because that's just creepy. But I can act like I'm on a swing. So here we are. I'm on a swing. The thing about being on a swing is it's quite enjoyable. I mean, I'm just hanging a stormtrooper from a piece of whatever this is. It's man with his helmet on. You're not a part of this video. Your job is to hold the camera. Get back to work. Hey Siri, play Despacito. Despacito. Now, if you're watching at home, I hope that you're noticing what I'm noticing. It's the same stormtrooper. Yes, it's a stormtrooper. He's in his play clothes, his everyday clothes, not his work clothes. I'm just making the string shorter and shorter every time, but it's the same stormtrooper. Yes, it's a stormtrooper. No. Shut up. Now, what I really want you to notice is that although the stormtrooper's mask never changes, all I'm doing is changing the length of the string. Now, from our discussion today, one of the things I try to emphasize over and over and over again is that things that are more massive, they are more difficult to move. And if they're less massive, they're easier to move. So on a harmonic oscillator, objects with less mass should oscillate faster. But if you're really paying attention, I hope you're noticing that I've never changed the mass of this object, but clearly the length of the string keeps changing. So longer string, slower oscillations, shorter shorter string, faster oscillations. So sometimes it's not just about the mass, but really remember it's about inertia. And inertia isn't always just about mass. This object is rotating. So when we talk about inertia, when we're talking about rotation, we have to remember that rotational inertia is about the distribution of the mass. The Lego figure is a point mass. So although m isn't changing, the inertia of a point mass is mr squared. So I'm changing r, and it's having clearly a dramatic effect on how the system oscillates. The more I change r, the slower the system oscillates. So remember, inertia isn't always just about mass. So today we're going to talk about pendulums. And what I want you to think about before we start our class is, what do you think affects the motion of a pendulum? And more importantly, what do you think the restoring force is for a pendulum? Yeah, I know you're going to say gravity. That's too easy. It's not gravity. I know you think it's gravity, and gravity plays a role, but the restoring force isn't gravity. So consider, if I pull this guy out and I let him go, the instant I release him, like this moment, can you draw a free body diagram that would describe the forces acting on him the instant I'm no longer holding him, and the only thing acting on him is the string and gravity? We love free body diagrams. Look, the FBD is the most amazing part of all of physics. I'm a big FBD fan. I think you should really like go FBD all the way. So don't knock the FBD. I need your help, but only for about 4 more seconds. Bye, class. Yeah.